health problem. But it's just not moving enough. You know, we stand a lot as teachers in work. If you're not standing, you're sitting, and then you sit to do tarot. So yeah, they've not swelled up. So it's just a lack of movement when it's been. Not done anything other than that. Move more. Tell you what, on these boiling hot days and work, you want to get home, have a cool shower, and then get out so the breeze is on you. Especially when the sun's like going down, it's really a lot cooler. Sometimes that's better than walking straight after work, isn't it? Wait for a bit. Okay, spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Virgo's highest good. How is Virgo feeling in this third week of June 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? The Empress. Very nice. Imagine getting your spread and the first card out is the Empress. Ruled by Venus, the goddess of beauty and love. The Empress is the highest status in the tarot deck. Okay, you are very, very lucky. It's the major arcana for Taurus and Libra. Okay, they're both ruled by Venus. The Empress has all four queens. She has the Queen of Cups. She's very understanding. She's the ultimate empath, nurturer, calm, serene. You will be around some people and they seem to glide. They seem to be calm, you know. If you speak to them about something, it's just you feel safe around them. You can tell them anything. They're good listeners. This is the vibe of the Queen of Cups, and in particular the Empress. She's the ultimate nurturer. She's pregnant, okay? So she's pregnant with literally, or pregnant with possibilities as well. So she's the mother, okay? She's the Queen of Swords, so she's about truth, justice, knowledge, information, intelligent, intellectual. She's the Queen of Wands, so she's confident, outgoing, goal-orientated, fiery, sexy. She's the Queen of Pentacles, okay, so earthy, down to earth, likes to be at one with nature, loves material items, very good with acquiring wealth, saving, spending, got an abundance mindset. This Empress attracts wealth, okay? She does not chase, she attracts it. She's high vibrational, nurturing. She carries herself with a lot of dignity and beauty. I can't believe you got that for the first card out on your spread. That doesn't happen often, let me tell you. You are looking good, okay? Someone's got you up on a pedestal, or you are just... You could be a mother, you could be high up in your career, okay? The Empress is the same status as the Emperor. It's just that the Empress is in her feminine energy, so she is thinking about the people around her. She's thinking about what is their experience. Are they happy? An emperor would get in his chariot and he would go towards what he wants. You know, the Empress attracts people because she's very nurturing, very pleasant to be around, very kind, understanding. Very, very creative, highly creative, problem solver as well. The Ace of Wands reversed, interesting. That's a lack of a rebirth. It's like we want it, but it's not going to happen. In the challenge, we've got the King of Pentacles. Okay, so money could be an issue. I don't see the cards that come out on your side are all about you. Okay, so it's like, can I be a solid provider? Can I earn enough, spend enough, save enough? Can I get that right and be someone that provides to others? Because when you are the Nine of Pentacles, you're single. When you're the Ten of Pentacles, you have a lasting generational wealth, which is wealth from you and another person pulled together. When you're the King of Pentacles, you could be a single parent. You could be, a divorced person or a widower. Or you could just have like a lot of bills to pay, have your own house. You could also be married because you're showing up as an empress and also as a king. But the issue here is to do with money. Now, a King of Pentacles could be more focused on like paying the bills, doing what's best. A Queen of Pentacles could be very good with money, like the same, but also like gives a lot to others because it's a feminine energy. It's more nurturing, more generous. Okay, you can be good with money but never spend any on other people. You might never spend any of it, but a Queen of Pentacles is someone that is constantly gifting other people. That's their love language, is to provide for others, to spoil them. Very materialistic, likes things, finds things attractive. That Libran part of the Empress is like very good with colour, style, taste, art. So a visionary, and if you're ruled by beauty, then it's not just the beauty of people, but it's the beauty of stuff, things around you, nature, but also man-made things. So that was in the challenge position, wasn't it? It's like, can I be responsible with money, or is it going to be an issue? When it's the King of Pentacles, I get this feeling that it's more steadfast, and you might think that's a stereotype, but that's how tarot is. It's a traditional art. It's hundreds of years old, so it relies upon gender stereotypes, to be honest. For the sake of reading the cards, anyway. The Four of Cups upright. Okay, so that is a card of rejection. So the person that's on your mind, the one that you're dealing with or manifesting in, they're not open to love at the moment. They're rejecting cups that are offered to them. Ooh, this is why. Okay, loss, sadness, regret, grief. So that could be that someone has actually passed away, and obviously you don't feel romantic after that. You feel incredibly vulnerable. Or it could be the loss of a relationship, okay? And you tend to grieve for a relationship when you're the one that got broken up with. Not always, can be both of you, but this person's totally closed off to love at the moment, and it's because they've just come out of something, more than likely. It could be because they've lost someone in their family or someone close to them, but for the sake of a love reading, I would assume that it's like someone ended it with them. The Six of Swords upright that's good. That's starting to leave your emotional baggage behind. So swords are thoughts, like intrusive thoughts. We're leaving the past behind. This person's on a boat, okay, and they're moving on. Let's get 3 for the outcome. I'm wondering if you left them because we've got this lack of a rebirth. Then there's this focus on money and having to be more steadfast with money. And can I do it? And they've got like this loss, which they're grieving for, emotionally grieving for. We've got the wheel of fortune is reversed. So the wheel of fortune, when it's upright, is a period of good luck, good karma. This is like we're trapped in a karmic cycle because we keep making wrong decisions. We're doing something that's unhealthy. You know, it's like if you keep screwing around with a player, you're going to get your fingers burnt. Or if you keep ignoring red flags off a karmic, you're going to keep getting shittier and shittier things happen until you wake up and smell a coffee and get the hell out. So it's like we're going to just keep repeating the cycle until we face up to and change what we're doing. Yeah, it's a period of misfortune when the wheel of fortune's reversed. And it's due to our actions or inactions. Was there something else upright there? Have I just... No, I don't know. Oh yeah, there is. The King of Cups. Reversed. The King of Cups upright is someone who's very emotionally intelligent, very calm, cool, calm, collected. They're under the same stresses and strains as everyone else, but they've managed to keep their emotions in check. They're forgiving. They're patient. It's a very, very calm energy. It's water energy. It's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. When that's reversed, it's like the emotions are over the top, or we've become the opposite, which is emotionless. So I don't know which one it is. It's like this sense of overwhelm. We've either become emotionless or we're overwhelmed. We're like awash with emotion. It's some kind of extreme when it's reversed. Let's get two more. I mean, it makes sense to be awash with emotion if you're grieving for a relationship that someone ended with you. It could be their feelings, you know, more than likely. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is coming up now. The Queen of Wands can be, well, it's Sagittarian energy. It's fire energy. Fire is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but particularly for the Queen of Wands, it's Sagittarian energy. It's confidence, being goal-orientated, going for what you want, being seductive, impressive, being a go-getter. You know, the archer doesn't stand around waiting for the food to be delivered. They go out and they get the bread, you know. They go out and they catch the food and they bring it back and they make it happen, okay? So that's why a Queen of Wands can represent like a third party, like someone who's outside being brought into a marriage, okay? It doesn't have to be that. That's in the outcome. It could just be like, you know how the Empress is all four queens? It could just be that, like, in the outcome, we're becoming confident, we're activating our solar plexus, we're becoming seductive, we're becoming goal-getters, we're becoming work-focused, like status-focused. We're getting that fire going, you know, stoking the fire. The fires of ambition. It doesn't have to be that we're a temptress, but it can be that. The Six of Pentacles, looking for equal give and take. With the Six of Pentacles, we've got 3 pentacles from us and 3 pentacles from another person, okay? It's equal, it's fair, it's balanced, it's an even number. Pentacles are time, money, and energy. I am wondering if the two of you have split up, actually. You and this person that's showing up in your reading. I think you are the King of Pentacles. You're definitely that, and I think you're the Queen of Wands. I think you are becoming very ambitious, okay? And it's because you've come out, you've had to end a marriage or a highly, committed relationship, like where you live together, you've got a mortgage, or joint finances. I think you're more mature, like approaching middle age, like really good job. You're the Empress, right? So you're the highest status in the tarot deck. It doesn't have to be that money means you're higher status, but it tends to be that you're more mature, that you are settled down, that you are very emotionally and spiritually evolved as well. So you tend to be older when that happens. It's not always the case. But the Empress has as much responsibility as the Emperor. Okay, she has no less responsibility, but it's just a more feminine, abundant, like attracts love and wealth. Through being creative, being a problem solver, she complements the Emperor very, very well. And she can run an empire if she needs to. The Emperor is an energy that will do what's right, for the greater good. The Empress is trying to think about each and every individual and like how things affect others. Yeah, I think this is an ending of a marriage or very, very serious commitment, and I think you might have ended it actually because they're grieving and you've got this like lack of a rebirth, lack of excitement for a rebirth. If this is the case and Virgo has ended a serious relationship or marriage, when will they meet someone new? No need to hurry, okay? So we need to take our time with this. Why has this person got the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Six of Swords? Although that just looks like they're kind of starting to heal and move on, which is what you want. But they have grieved. They literally grieved for this. Childish. Someone has to be the adult in the room. Maybe the term should be grow up or get out. Ooh, were they younger? Or were they older and immature, or the same age and immature? Or are they just younger and immature? Like, someone's being childish, okay? They're not pulling their weight. Crumbling. What you've built feels like it's falling apart. It's okay. You have the strength to build a new ending. You're pretending that it's not ending, but it's time to let go and make a fresh start. Well, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. This has been, coming for a while, it seems like, and they finally, admitted defeat. I mean, you can't mistreat or, sleep on an empress. You need to, be an emperor. You need to be, all 4 kings. Fluttering heart, your passion leads you to the love that you desire. When you meet someone that you truly care about, you'll put the effort in, because you'll be like, shit, this could really go somewhere. And if you're not, then you need to think about why you're not doing that. Why you're not having that attitude, you know? Ooh, knowing they fucked up. Well, yeah, this is on them, okay? And they know it. If there's a next life, I'd tell you how I feel sooner. What? Does that make sense? If there's a next life, I'd tell you how I feel sooner. So they're not ever going to be able to express themselves? Is that? I didn't get that. Let's look at the other one. Oh, there's a couple. I keep stepping towards you, only to pull away again. This person's a bit messed up, aren't they? We were supposed to be us, not just you and me. Ooh. If there's a next life, I'd tell you how I feel sooner. It just like does not work. Like, there is not balance here. There is not reciprocity. There's like on and off childishness. Like, they need to grow up, they need to mature, get more balanced in their emotions, become more responsible, more reliable. You can't be running around treating like an empress like that. You can't be in and out, because she'll just send you packing, and that's what you've done. You've got no choice, because you've got responsibilities. You've got kids, a house, a high paid job. You got, potentially elderly parents, or, older children who are dependent on, people want constant guidance. It's not like your job's done when they turn 18. I seek my parents for guidance, and I'm 40. Do you know what I mean? You can't be having someone who's just flighty in and out, or, has got no sense of stability about them. You can't, it just doesn't, you're in totally different, like, phases of life. It's just a total mismatch. There is not this equal investment of time, money, and energy. You can't be having that. Right, let's get a confession from them. I'm scared to let someone in. Oh, you need to just do one, because you can't, like, why would you, like, think that you can be with an empress and be like that? I don't know. Reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. You're showing up as an empress, okay? You've ascended. You're all 4 queens. You've got everything that people want in a partner. So, because you've just left something, there's no need to hurry. That's what Spirit's warning now. You want to attract the right person, don't you? Let's get you some advice. I've just knocked all those confessions all over the floor. Right. Advice for Virgo, please. Guidance. Find safety in your beacon's light. That's like follow your intuition. Okay? Trust your gut. Prudence. Don't be lured by the siren song. So you might want to wait for someone who is not just talking the talk, but they walk the walk. Slow it down. Slow it right down. Okay, take your foot off the pedal. It's not a race. Give people a chance to prove themselves to you. And that means require them to take you out on a date, require them to meet your family, require them to pay half, after. Look, it's traditional, but if you take someone out, if you want their time, and especially if you are male, you are asking a female to put themselves in a position of trust, to give up time with their friends and family, to be with you, one-on-one or around others in public, and it is your job to take care of them. Take them out and show them, like, live up to the expectations of, a safe male for this female to be in the company of. Be a gentleman, speak to them in the proper way, hold the door open. Don't turn the car engine off like you're expecting a big snog or something, like, ridiculous for a first date. Like, I don't know what's happened to men, but they need to go back to, like, living up to the expectations, high expectations. Like, you will feel better about yourself when you treat females in the correct and proper way. When you just kind of treat people like, well, I'm good looking, so I get to, like, treat you like whatever, or I'm gonna, like, offer the least and see if that's, like, a goer. It's just giving you bad karma when you treat women like that. And women are shallow. They're as shallow as men are. So if they think you're really hot, but you're a bit of a knob, they'll sleep with you. They will sleep with you, but they're not going to marry you. They're not going to think that you're, like, someone to be with. And you're going to end up in a cycle of just being a fuckboy, to be honest. So, the same goes to girls that are running around doing that. But I think it is a man thing to do that, because it's like ego, isn't it? It's like, oh, I've slept with this many women, or, like, I can get this person, I can treat them, as little as possible. I don't know why men do that, but they do it a lot. And it's just like, to hold your own head up high, to do right by, honour your family name, to just be a good person, like, make a woman feel amazing, treat her right, and she will reward you, like, tenfold. But there's just too many people running around. Like, Virgo, you need to be careful that you're not, you think you've got a Romeo and it's actually a Casanova, like, it's a swindler, it's a sneaky snake. Because if you've got all this stability and you've got all this wealth, it's just gonna, like, if you're really understanding and you make people feel really safe around you, you're gonna attract the knobheads, because they love that. They're getting so much out of that. They don't want to be around another knobhead. They don't. They're used to doing that because they got low standards, but they'll be attracted to you like anyone else will be. But you need to say no, and you need to give people a chance to live up to your expectations. And if they don't, they need to go. They gotta go. And there's plenty of people that won't live up to the expectations of an empress, plenty, too much. I mean, you treat a woman the right way, and you make her feel special, make her feel safe, show you gratitude that she's given you time, that she's put herself in a physically vulnerable situation with you. She's made an effort to look nice for you. You can see she's high value, she's from a nice family. If you treat her well, she will be so loyal to you. She will be so proud to be with you, and you'll raise each other up. I don't understand all this thing of like, we need to put the other person down. We don't need to do that. You're not fooling anyone by doing that. That's being insecure as fuck. And I'm not going to live up to your expectations because I can't, but I'm going to act like it's my choice. It's just bollocks. Guidance. In times of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light in my being. I am directed to doors that will open inner freedom to me and step forward in trust. I release my fate to God and my faith is rewarded. Okay, so we got to trust that there's a divine plan. Okay, just surrender it, don't cling to it. Here and now, the future does not exist and the past is gone. I focus on the present moment. I have confidence in my life again. Because here, now, there is no danger. Everything happens when my soul is ready. Do you see how much there is about timing here? There's so much here about timing. I am light. I always have hope, no matter the ordeal. I have faith in a better future. I open my heart to others and to God, and am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all my being. See, this is like remain optimistic, high vibrational, believe that it's coming, better days are coming. But you also have to be discerning, okay? Now, there could have been a Virgo Leo cusper because you got similar advice about like being discerning, releasing the bycatch, okay? You don't have to be, and their situation was slightly different, but it's just like for anyone who's like end of Leo season, you might want to watch the Virgo reading, or if you're early Virgo season, you might want to watch the Leo reading because it was similar advice. Do you know what? I've been forgetting to do my sacred geometry. Let's give you a sacred geometry card. And then I'll get you a crystal. Sacral chakra. The frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Oh, that's really nice. Very high vibrational. Okay, let's get you a crystal. Amber. That is for the sacral chakra. Let's get amber. There it is. There's amber. What it is. Of way ancient origin, amber is not a rock but a fossilized tree resin. With a sugar-sweet energy telegraphed by its golden honey and maple syrup hues, amber promotes a feeling of warmth and well-being from first blush. And armchair paleontologists love the dinosaur era bugs or inclusions sometimes caught inside it. Who needs it? Tree people, old souls, anyone gearing up for a long dark winter. Where to put it? Any room you want to convert into a sunroom. When to use it? When you need a metaphysical hug from the universe, call on Amber's cuddly electric blanket vibes and cozy up. Recharge your good vibes. Alright, take care, Virgo. Don't forget to give me a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, and I will see you in the next one. That's me done for the evening. Time to go to bed.